I can partition or divide shapes into equal parts with equal areas. What does this mean? It means that you can take a shape and put it into equal parts. So if I said 2 equal parts and I did a circle, you'd split it into 2 like that. If I give you a rectangle, you could split it into 2 equal parts like this. Or if I give you a triangle, you could split it into 2 equal parts. That's our learning target. Dividing shapes, partitioning shapes into equal parts with equal areas. So, let's just get started with it. Here are some shapes. I got a circle, 2 squares, and a rectangle. Divide them into 4 equal parts. But with the 2 squares, do it different ways, because there's different ways you can do it. And then do 8 equal parts with these shapes. Pause the video, try and do it, and then hit play, and I'll go over how to do it. Okay, let's look at 4 equal parts. It's just like splitting it in half, but you just have to do it twice, because 2 times 2 is 4. So first you could go up, and then across. 2 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. You could take the same strategy and apply it to this square. Down and across. Now you might have done it differently, and you could have 4 equal parts. Let's see how I do this one. This one is unique in that you can do this with a square. Since it has equal sides, all of these end up with equal areas. So now I have 4 equal parts connecting the corners. And here's a rectangle. I will first split it in half. And then I will split each half into 2 parts, and I end up total with 4 equal parts. Now 8 equal parts, you have to build off the fourths. So I can basically do all of this again and draw a couple more lines in each one and get to 8. So with the circle, you go fourths, and then you just do 1 more across here, and 1 more across here, cutting all your fourths into 2 parts, and then 2 times 4 is 8. With the square, you could do the same thing here, down, across, and then cut both of these into half, and now you have 8 equal parts. With this X you kind of made here, you can then go straight down here and straight across. It's almost kind of combining these two equals 8, and if this was a perfect square, they would all be exactly the same area. This one, I'm going to do it a little bit different than this, so I'm going to start with that. So I have fourths, but I can just draw 1 line straight down, split them all in half. It looks kind of like this one here with 8 equal parts. Alright, let's try that again. Pause the video. We got 3 equal parts, 6 equal parts. So split these shapes into 3 equal parts on the top and 6 equal parts on the bottom. Then hit play, and I'll go over how to do it. Alright, so 3 equal parts. This is kind of tricky. You want to kind of draw to the middle, in and out, and then down. And you just got to kind of get close with the 3 equal parts. It's tricky again with this. You got to just get a sense of thirds. There we go. They're about equal, pretty close. And here, same thing as this, but just on its side. They're pretty close. Not quite perfect, but yeah, you get the idea. Closely, and they should be equal. Now, 6 equal parts you can build right off the third. So I can just copy all this straight down and have thirds. And then from the thirds, you can build sixths in different ways, just like we did eighths from the fourths. So I have thirds. Now, if I just cut each third in half, I have sixths. I have thirds. Now, if I cut each third in half, I have sixths. And here, a little bit easier, if I have thirds, I can just go like this, straight down, and now I have 6 equal parts. I can partition shapes into equal parts with equal areas. All I want you to do is to partition this rectangle into 8 equal pieces.